together.
This ESPN program is being brought to you by Michelob.
America had never seen anything like it before, and probably never will again.
We must be in heaven, man!
And no American will ever forget the day Apollo 11 lifted off for the moon. We'll keep you posted. Stanley Cup fans will remember the second overtime in Game 6 of the semis, when Canadian Claude Provost stole the Bruin pass, got it to Jean Beliveau, score! Montreal took the series in 6 and went on to the finals against the St. Louis Blues. Game 1, Jacques Plante in goal for St. Louis. His former Montreal teammate Yvan Cournoyer fed Dick Duff, score! The first in a 3-1 Montreal win. Rogie Vachon sat back and watched Jean Beliveau set up Dick Duff as Montreal captured a second win. The Blues tried to regroup at home against this awesome Montreal squad. St. Louis hopes were dimmed quickly. Yvan Cournoyer delivered this amazing backhand to Duff, who fired it past Jacques Plante. The Canadiens cruised to a 4-game Stanley Cup sweep in '69. Steve Owens, 1969's Heisman Trophy winner. Oklahoma quarterbacks loved to get the ball to number 36. Owens couldn't run a 4.5 40, and he didn't weigh 220. But this hard-working blue-collar back led the nation in rushing and touchdowns in his senior year. Steve Owens made magic his way and took the Heisman Trophy in 1969. Super Bowl III. Joe Namath's right arm supported the AFL's hopes for respectability after 2 straight Super Bowl losses. But Joe and the Jets were 17-point underdogs in spite of his guarantee of victory and his cool. The NFL champion Baltimore Colts age up quarterbacks. The experts look for a rout. Baltimore had an all-pro quarterback too, Earl Morrow. But this would not be Earl's day. Randy Beverly's first quarter interception robbed the Colts of a sure scoring opportunity and gave the Jets hope. Baltimore's Don Shula watched as Namath hit George Sauer for 11 inside Baltimore territory. Snell snares one in the flat to get New York in scoring position. Where Baltimore failed, the Jets succeed. Snell gets the touchdown and New York leads 7-0. Namath is making them all believe. Morrow marches Baltimore to the New York 16, but Johnny Sample's interception halts another Colt drive. Namath to Sauer. The Jets are moving again. Jim Turner's field goal opens up a 16-0 lead in the fourth quarter. But Shula still had one ace left to play. Sore arm Johnny Unitas came on and took charge, guiding the Colts to their first score. But that was all there was for Baltimore. Joe Namath and the Jets made football history with a 16-7 win. They were champions of the world. Namath was the hero, but he shared the triumph.
Our defense, what can I say? They played that way all year long. Nobody believed what our defense could do. Nobody believed what our offense could do. Ordinarily, 16 points is not enough to win. But our defense, they played a great game. Baltimore only giving up 16 points. I know as a defensive unit feels they should win because their offense is supposed to get more than that. Not against our defense. Not today, anyway.
Muhammad Ali and Floyd both won Olympic gold, but not as heavyweights. Who was the first Olympic heavyweight champ to win in the 1964 Olympics? Joe brought home the heavyweight gold from the 64 games in Tokyo and went on to become champion of the world. In 1969, Smokin' Joe weighed in for a title defense against fashionable challenger Jerry Quarry. Well, you couldn't fight for the title without being well-groomed, right? The two fighters staged a razor race to drum up publicity. Look, Mom, no cuts. Not until the fight, that is. Quarry said he'd go toe-to-toe with Smokin' Joe, and he was true to his word. Quarry backs up Frazier, working to the body. Joe bounces back and gets in an uppercut. It'll be a grueling match. In the third round, they're still toe-to-toe, trading shots. The action is furious, but both men are up to the challenge. Neither will give an inch. It goes to round 7. Quarry's fading, but Frazier still smoking. Joe has him on the ropes, and he's pounding away, working on a cut under Quarry's right eye. Quarry backs him up, but he has no sting left in those punches. Frazier forces him back on the ropes again, hooking to the head and body. Quarry gets in his share, but Frazier doesn't even feel him. Quarry almost goes down. Joe keeps coming. He lands a big left hook. The challenger holds on, but he can't last much longer. The ring doctor says it's over, and Arthur Mercati gives Quarry the news. Quarry's cut badly, but he wants to go on. But in 1969, Joe Frazier goes on as heavyweight champion of the world. Apollo 11 soaring into history. The world was along for the ride.
Eagle, we're standing by for your bird report, over. Report knowledge.
They're off at the 1969 Preakness. Bill Hartack and Majestic Prince, winners of the Kentucky Derby 2 weeks before, challenge Arts and Letters for the lead on the backstretch. At the top of the stretch, Prince takes the lead. Hartack steers him out in front, but Braulio Baeza brings Arts and Letters up on the outside. Majestic Prince turns it on, but he can't shake Arts and Letters. At the finish, it's Majestic Prince. Majestic Prince had now taken the first 2 jewels of the Triple Crown. Could he be the first to win it all since Citation nearly 20 years before? A record crowd at Belmont wanted to find out. As they broke from the gate, the third-place pick, Dyke, zipped out in front and set the pace, with Arts and Letters second and Majestic Prince back in 5th. Coming into the home stretch, Majestic Prince is 3rd, but Arts and Letters is in front. Can Majestic Prince challenge, as Arts and Letters did in the Preakness? Hartack gets the Prince past Dyke and into 2nd. But that was all she wrote. Nobody's going to catch Arts and Letters on this day. Baeza and Arts and Letters foil the Prince's bid for a 1969 Triple Crown. A Magic Year's challenge. Wilt Chamberlain was the first player to win NBA Rookie of the Year and MVP honors in the same year. Who was the second player to achieve this double?
Time's a glimpse of the future. Can be
NBA Rookie of the Year and also the league's most valuable player. In the 1969 NBA Finals, Boston and LA staged an epic, battling it out through Game 7. John Havlicek draws first blood for Boston. John Egan for LA. Bill Russell pulls it down and goes to Sam Jones, and Jones, in his last NBA game, goes all the way. The Celtics have the edge going into the second half. M. Bryant goes to Havlicek, and watch Hondo's pass to Gene Nelson. Beautiful. The Lakers, once down by 17, come back as Elgin Baylor drops one in. Jerry West narrows the gap to just 3. 1 minute left. West brings it up slowly. A mistake would be fatal here. The Lakers look for Baylor underneath, but Bill Russell slaps it to Havlicek. That tough Celtic defense. Larry Siegfried moves the ball down court, killing the clock. The The Lakers must force a turnover. But the Celts just never choke. Siegfried gets it to Havlicek. It's batted to Don Nelson. Don puts it up. It pops in. They've done it again. The Celts take their 11th NBA title in 13 years. In 1969, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and heavily favored UCLA against USC. Jabbar against UCLA rolling against the Trojans, who haven't beaten the Bruins for 6 years. Kareem gets the steal here, but he gives it right back to Southern Cal. The Trojans seem to have forgotten they're the underdog. A three-pointer here for USC. USC will hold Jabbar to 10 points on the game. And here they force still another turnover. Steve Jennings brings it up court. He drives and gives to Ron Taylor for the score. It's tied with 6 seconds left. Ernie Powell hits for the Trojans. Steve Carlson has it for the Bruins. He goes to Sidney Wicks. The shot, it's all over. USC pulls off the upset of the year against mighty UCLA. In the NCAA final, Purdue tried to unseat John Wooden's Bruins. But Kareem was unstoppable in this one, and the Bruins went up early. Rick Mount hits from the corner for Purdue. The All-American Mount moves to the ball and hits for 2 more of his 28. But Kareem poured in 37 as the Bruins won their 5th national title. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the tournament's MVP and the most sought-after amateur athlete in history, signed on with the Milwaukee Bucks on the road to NBA greatness. Arnold Palmer was one of many